Welcome, Sea Rockers! Today's video centers around using this kind of glass. It's one of my favorite kinds. That's right, and if you're salty, you know what it is. It's sea glass, or beach glass if you're a lake lover. It comes in all different kinds of shapes, colors, sizes, and varying degrees of rarity depending on the color and quality. And it is coveted and collected worldwide. Join me today as I show you how to use white sea glass and resin to get a stained glass effect in your artwork. Now, let's dive in. So to start off, you're going to need something to create on. This is a wood paneled board and it's already primed. And then you're going to have to pick a subject. I chose a sun, and I'm going to paint that on the board. And I'm also trying out this new blender or mop brush, and I've never used one before, so I'm really excited. Once you get your stencil transferred onto your board, then you're ready to paint. My suggestion is to pick something that's very simple and not too many details, because once you put the glass on there, you're going to lose a lot of those details. Now, with this blender brush, you can go ahead and use the Google machine and you'll figure out how to use one. It's the first time I've used one, so it worked out really, really well. And I think the result is fabulous. Oh my gosh, you guys. Who knew how much freaking fun this brush is? Now I need to go blend everything. And you're probably wondering, hey, what happened? There's more than just a sun there. Stay till the end and I'll explain everything. But here we are talking about some sea glass and the different kinds that there are. Some aren't cooked quite as much as others, meaning that it hasn't been in the ocean or the lake, whatever body of water it is, as long. And you can see where it has the shiny edges, whereas there's the perfect piece right there. And it has the nice soft edges and it's very smooth and super frosty and pretty. And if you like sea glass art, make sure and like and subscribe because I'm going to be making more of this. Now I am using a silicone glue because that is what I like to use with sea glass. I've had reactions, like a chemical reaction on the glass with other glues. So I now just use silicone. Again, having done other videos on silicone with you, avoid getting it on the top of your project. And in this case, the silicone will be shiny. So if you're wanting to keep this nice and frosty and white, then that will ruin your effect. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this and I will see you on the other end. But basically all I'm going to do is just create a pattern, and you don't even have to create a pattern. I'm just so anal, I can't be random. So it's going to be a pattern. So far, our basic concept is to paint a design on your board, then cover it with sea glass. It can be white sea glass. If, like, for example, you have tree leaves, you could put green sea glass on top of your green paint for the leaves, or anything like that, because the green will enhance the green. Otherwise, you can just put the white on top. So I'm using art resin today, and as you can see, I'm just putting a little bit of resin on top. I'm not pouring it on, I'm just kind of drizzling and wiping. Actually, I probably should have just taken my hands and put a little bit on, because in the end, I had to push it off, because you don't want to lose the texture of the sea glass and the effect that it gives it. Once you have it covered in resin to the degree that you like, then you're just gonna torch it a little bit and then cover it up so the dust doesn't get to it, and wait till morning. Once your resin is dry, you have a beautiful piece of art that sort of has a stained glass, maybe wet effect. Then you also have the texture of the sea glass. It just turns out so pretty with the paint behind it. Now stick around for another minute or two and I'll explain the bonus tips in this video for today. As I was creating my torn paper piece of art, I adhered the paper with Mod Podge. Now, if you're going to put resin over the top, you have to seal the paper so it doesn't absorb the liquid. So the Mod Podge is supposed to do that, and I actually used another sealer with it as well. Well, apparently I didn't use it so well, and I'll show you what didn't work. So you see these dark spots? That is where the liquid was absorbed into the paper and created these dark spots. Now, could I have fixed this after the fact? Yes. But then there's these other little spots that I didn't like, and so I decided to heck with it. I'm just going to show you the best part, which was the sea glass. The moral of the story is make sure and use lots of Mod Podge on top with your other sealers before you add resin. Well, thanks for joining me today. I hope you learned something, and I hope you'll try some sea glass art. It's a lot of fun. I invite you to join the Sea Rocker family, and please like, share, and subscribe with your friends. It helps me put out more creations and content for you. Don't forget to follow me on my other social media platforms. Thanks for watching. Until next time, go beach or go home.